Welcome to the Memory Bank, where we bring rare and hidden treasures of the Star Wars universe to life. Today we have something truly unique, the Maverick Moon, a classic storybook from 1979 that was never originally released as a read-along. But here, in our Memory Bank, we've given this adventure a special treatment. Using modern technology, we've transformed it into a one-of-a-kind read-along experience so you can fully immerse yourself in Luke Skywalker's daring mission to the mysterious Maverick Moon. Get ready to embark on this thrilling journey in a way it's never been heard before.
Welcome to our special read-along adventure with Star Wars: The Maverick Moon. In this video, we'll bring this exciting story to life, guiding you through every page. Sit back, follow along with the story, and enjoy as we dive into this thrilling Star Wars tale. Whether you're a young explorer or a seasoned fan, there's something here for everyone. Let's embark on this journey together to explore the far reaches of the galaxy. May the Force be with you. In another time, in a faraway galaxy, there lived a young man named Luke Skywalker. He was a student at the new Academy for Space Pilots, and already he was one of the best young pilots in the solar system. Luke and his classmates, the planetary pioneers, were training for a special mission. They were going to fly young men and women, the smartest and strongest and most talented, to uninhabited planets. There they would help build new colonies, founded on peace, justice, and goodwill toward their fellow members of the galaxy. One morning, Luke raced toward the Academy at breakneck speed. His good friend, Princess Leia Organa, was coming to visit the Academy. Luke wanted to be there when she arrived, so he could show her some of the pioneers' exciting plans. When Luke reached the Academy, he hopped out of his land speeder. Some of his friends waved or called good morning. All of them smiled. They knew why Luke was in such a hurry. Princess Leia had arrived. Although she was one of the youngest members of the intergalactic government, she was well known to everyone. Luke proudly showed Princess Leia around the Academy. He told her about the work of the planetary pioneers.
Some of us will be building homes and schools and power stations,
He said.
Right now, we are planning to use our powerful zirconium rays in the power stations. Instead of being used for war and destruction, zirconium will provide energy for our colonies.
It sounds terrific, Luke,
Said Leia. Suddenly, a screaming siren pierced the orderly hum of the Academy hallways. That siren meant emergency. Luke and Leia raced to the office of General Olson, Luke's favorite instructor.
What's wrong?
Asked Luke. The general quickly explained the emergency. A small moon from a nearby system had been blasted out of its orbit. No one knew how or why. The moon was surrounded by a powerful magnetic field. None of the Academy's sensors could pierce it. Now the Maverick Moon was on a collision course, traveling at well beyond light speed, and it was headed their way.
"We'll be meeting in the conference room in 5 minutes.
Said General Olson.
I'd like you to be there, Luke."
Luke and Leia hurried to the conference room. An enormous monitor in the conference room was tracking the course of the Maverick Moon. Its path was obvious to everyone. In just a few hours, the Maverick Moon would collide with them, blowing the Academy and indeed the whole planet to smithereens.
"We don't have time to evacuate the planet.
Said General Olson.
Besides, we don't have enough spaceships to take everyone to safety."
We still have our old fighter planes,
Said Luke.
and we can use the power we've developed with our zirconium rays to blow that Maverick Moon right off the star map.
General Olson looked thoughtful.
"Even if those old ships will still fly, you couldn't get close enough to blast that moon. The magnetic field is impossible to penetrate."
I'd like to try it.
Said Luke.
it's our only hope.
Said Leia.
"Go ahead and try it, Luke."
Said General Olson. Luke went to find his friends C-3PO and R2-D2. These extraordinary robots had helped him before, and he knew they were in excellent working condition.
"I'll get R2 ready for the flight, sir."
Said 3PO. Little R2's lights blinked on and off as he beeped and whistled his eagerness to help Luke. Luke's X-Wing fighter plane was brought to the hangar. R2 was lifted into the cockpit. Several of Luke's classmates were also getting their planes ready.
How did I get myself into this?
Luke said to himself. Just then, he heard a familiar voice inside his head.
"Trust in the Force, Luke."
It was the voice of his old friend and teacher, Ben Kenobi, a brave Jedi Knight. Ben had trained Luke to use a special power called the Force. Luke had almost forgotten that. Now he jumped into his plane as 3PO waved farewell. Then Luke and his crew of brave young pilots took off in the direction of the Maverick Moon. As they neared the moon, A shrill screaming sound seemed to fill their ears. The fighter plane started to shake uncontrollably. Violent waves of color surrounded them. The magnetic field was so strong that not one of the planes could get through it,
The Force is with you.
said the powerful voice inside Luke's head. By themselves now, Luke and R2 plunged on. Suddenly, Luke Skywalker broke through the magnetic field. He found himself in a shaky orbit around the Maverick Moon.
Prepare to fire the zirconium rays!
Luke shouted to R2.
We'll have to get out of here in a split second.
The zirconium rays were aimed at the center of the moon. Luke squeezed down on the firing lever. It was a direct hit. The impact of the exploding moon sent Luke's plane reeling out of control. R2's lights blinked on and off as his circuits blew. Desperately, Luke tried to regain control, but he didn't have to worry. The Force was with him. The special power he could not explain protected him and steered him free from danger. When Luke and R2-D2 returned to the hangar, the entire population of the Academy was there to greet them with yells and cheers. Happiest of all were their good friends Princess Leia and C-3PO. Princess Leia placed a Medal of Honor around Luke's neck.
Now we can get back to work,
Said Luke, feeling a little embarrassed.
I'm glad that you and the planetary pioneers will be able to continue your work,
Said Leia.
but I'm even happier that you are alive and safe.
The end.
Thank you for joining us on this special adventure to the Maverick Moon. We hope you enjoyed this unique read-along experience, bringing this classic Star Wars story to life in a way it's never been heard before. If you loved this journey, be sure to explore more treasures in the memory bank, where we delve into the rare and extraordinary corners of the Star Wars universe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more one-of-a-kind adventures. Until next time, may the Force be with you.